Good morning. Today is Thursday, August 28th. It's 5:41 a.m. Central Time. Yeah, so I'm just up early today. Gonna hit the gym and do all the things, and so I figure just do my pre-market prep now just to see how things ended yesterday, and then we'll just see how pre-market shakes out later, which is fine. And so just kind of looking at the indexes and how things are shaping out. You look at the NQ, and we've green on Tuesday, green close yesterday, and we're looking like we're green uh, kind of pre-market today and forming higher low, higher low, higher low, which is a nice little bullish sign here. On the S&P, on the ES, did we make an all-time high? Um, Maybe we did on the SPX potentially. I'm not necessarily looking at that one, but on the ES that I'm looking at, it doesn't seem that way. Although I think I read somewhere that we did make an all-time high, so maybe I'm looking at the wrong chart. But we are right there. I mean, we're within just we could touch it today or break it pretty easily. Um, the Russell for sure made new all-time high, which is interesting, and the Dow almost. So Russell's leading, but new all time like one of them made new all time highs. NQ is lagging. I think ES is right there. I feel like we it happens. Um, on the VIX, we going lower, so that's a good thing for us. Dollars going lower, good thing for us. Treasury going lower, good thing for us. Um, Really strong kind of breakout look here on the XLK. So that's a very bullish sign for tech. So even though NQ is kind of lagging, like this XLK ETF is definitely breaking out. So we'll see, and we're kind of currently trading at the mid, like the upper, above the mid of the previous candle. So we'll just see how we open, but that looks bullish to me. And then when we look at mega caps, let me save that. So mega caps on yesterday. Apple, nice little, yeah, nice, made a new high, breaking out there. Uh, Microsoft, pulling back. Like I said, I think we'll push back into this breakdown level. So we'll see how that goes. Amazon reclaiming all the MAs, big push up, green, 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 pushing up. So that's very bullish looking. Google made all-time highs yesterday, and now we held basically the low of that candle that pushed the all-time high, and now we're making a higher high again, so that looks bullish to me. Meta, I mean, this could be just a pullback into this breakout candle here, so we'll see how that plays out. NVDA, so we had earnings, and from what I could tell, they beat earnings, or beat expectations, but it was a slight beat, and so now everybody's trying to figure things out. I think there's something about maybe the outlook wasn't as positive on their data center business or something. And so it's kind of they beat, but it wasn't a big surprise type of thing. And so we'll just have to see if people pile back in or we wait for some discount type of situation before it goes higher. But I mean, overall, it was strong, strong earnings, and so we'll just see how everybody likes that or not. Tesla continues its little breakout thing that I was poised over the weekend, which is cool. Let's see if we can get above this 358. Looks pretty strong there. And then the Qs, yeah, looks strong. Eked out a higher high on from Friday. Barely broke that, but it definitely eked out the higher high. So I think everything looks really bullish. I mean, price looks bullish. Um, so that's interesting. I think for what's coming up, so today we do have the jobless claim, so we'll see what that looks like. Um, and then Friday, we have some other stuff. And then Friday we have the PCE, so we'll just see what's happening there and the consumer spending and all that. So we'll just see how, um, this jobless claims look to kind of set the tone the rest of the week. But yeah, I mean, things do look bullish unless these come back really crazy bad. I don't know that we slow down because now the big thing that's coming up is rate cuts and everything, right, in September. So that's going to be like in 2 weeks, and maybe we just continue going up and up and up, and then once we get the rate cuts, do we continue going up or do we flush because now it's all priced in? I have no idea. So yeah, that's what things look like for me. If I go to, I don't know why this keeps doing that, but if we go to trading chart here we go. I guess before that, so I was looking at dark pool levels that were transacted yesterday to today, and I don't think anything's transacted today, but potentially. Actually, let's look. What is today? Today is the 28th. Anything transacted today? No, because the market is not open. So as of yesterday, we had a lot of transactions at this 572 level, 57273. Um, I don't know. Usually, dark pools may be like a day late reporting, so this could have happened on Wednesday, or it could have happened yesterday, just depending. But there was like, let's say, in this 572 level, like $500 million. So 57273. Let's say $500 million transacted. And so I plotted that here. And I think so the 572 level was actually down here, and that was printed on Monday, if I remember. And so 57272 is a little bit higher, and so I just kind of double plotted those lines there. And then we had this big level from Friday, um, and so just kind of keeping that there as a reference. But this is basically the low of, if it happened on yesterday, it's basically the low of that candle, basically. So we'll see. And then we shot up since then. So I'm just kind of keeping that on my radar today. I think that's a good support level. So we'll see how that looks. And then if we look on the hourly, we've pushed up from that in the morning and just kind of continued going. So we'll just see what things look like here. But yeah, I mean, we've eked out higher on the hourly, just barely. I mean, it kind of rejected, but it did eke out a little bit higher. So I feel like if we can get up here and reclaim this breakdown level, because there was a lot of imbalance here, right? If we can kind of break out and reclaim that, then up we go for sure. It doesn't really look weak to me, and given what you're seeing in the indexes and in the tech, in the mega techs, it looks kind of poised for more upside from my perspective. Also, anything like above this line here, I would say like this 23,300 is bullish, right? Given that move that we had on Friday. So I mean, yeah, we're making higher highs, higher lows. It's going up. We can't argue with it. So that is good. And an NVDA earnings reaction. I think for me, we'll just see how we look here. And if we can get all the way back down to here, which, we bounced off this level and continued up pre-market. And so maybe this is what they bought, actually. So we'll see. So yeah, I'm just kind of really watching to see how we react at this level. And do we continue to hold that? I don't know that we'll get all the way back down to here. That's 100 points. It's possible. So down back here would be a good buy. But I'll be watching this level as well. But again, we have to see how the news shakes out here with the jobless claims and all that. And then I guess quick little look at options flow from yesterday. If we look at options flow from yesterday and things that expire today on the 28th for the Qs. So bullish on the Qs. Let's just look at the SPY. Bearish on the SPY, which is interesting. Look at NVIDIA, what's expiring today. That's odd. Okay. Tesla, anything expiring today? I guess not. So So, but on the Qs looks bullish a little bit, but on the SPY we look a little bit bearish today. On the SPX, nothing. So I'll just keep that in mind. Let me look on the Qs. So it's not like, I mean, we're talking 2.6 million, so this is not crazy numbers. So not something. Well, the Q is bullish, right? And then the SPY bearish. We're talking not a lot of money, to be honest. So I think that's pretty much it. I think you cannot argue with price. We are going up. NVDA earnings was good. Maybe the market, expected wanted too much, but the earnings was good. Like nothing was bad there. Um, and so yeah, we'll just see how the market reacts to the news that's coming up, and I guess we'll see how we go. All right, that's it for me. Thank you.